World of Warcraft Classic Plus is coming sooner than you think. This is a video by my boy Jay Oddity. He started to make Classic WoW videos. Let's see if he's actually right.
World of Warcraft Classic Plus is coming, and it's possibly coming sooner than you might think. In this video, I'm going to give you...
He is real good at that kind of like that clickbait speech. You guys know what I'm talking about? Like the way he speaks, he's like on point of like making you go, oh, he's got some information.
Some recent conversation that's been going on with talk of Classic Plus, why it's coming, when it's probably coming, and I'm also going to explain what I'm doing here and why. There's been some recent news about Classic Plus. What exactly Classic Plus is, nobody's really 100% sure on right now, but we know it will basically be a forever home for the Classic players, in theory. And in fact...
And that is actually true. Nobody knows what Classic Plus is at all. We can guesstimate, we can think about it, we can discuss it and just like debate it, but we know Classic Plus is coming, and that's all we know about Classic Plus. That it's coming. Blizzard has effectively soft confirmed it. They haven't done like a trailer on it, but it is coming. That's all we can confirm.
Right, we'll start right there. In November, somebody emailed, I think Ian Hazakostis, and was asking, hey, what are you going to be doing with Classic? And he's like, yeah, well, obviously I can't announce anything right now, but we're very much aware that the Classic players are looking for the forever home. A forever home doesn't sound like it's going to be, you know, Classic, TBC and Wrath. It sounds like something new and interesting. And
actually, knowing Ian Hazakostis, he could have just been talking about Classic Repeat, where the Classic trilogy launches on repeat every 3 years. So you get 1 year of Classic, 1 year of TBC, 1 year of Wrath, reset. And your characters either go to TBC era, Wrath era, or Classic era. And you can keep playing the same trilogy on repeat over and over again. Maybe 18 months per cycle, so 18-month Classic, 18-month TBC, 18-month Wrath. But knowing Ian, he could genuinely mean that. But no, in this context, I do think it is Classic Plus. There's so many like teasers, there's so many like references, there's so many like there's emails, there's tweets, there's blue posts, there's like Blizzard's end of year survey. There's so many avenues that prove that Classic Plus is coming that I am pretty sure the future is Classic Plus. I actually have this whole 35-40 minute video being worked on right now, in which I've got every single piece of information that proves Classic Plus is coming. And then I theory craft the release date and all that stuff on top of that. But it's a really good in-depth video that, you know, it'll be a week or two from now. But I went ham on that shit.
Exciting. It very much sounds like Classic Plus. Just recently on December 18th, Blizzard did the 2025 Blizzard Yearbook. And honestly, it's got a lot of information about a lot of different games, but it's basically like a PDF. And if you scroll all the way down to where World of Warcraft is, it talks about retail, then it's talking about keeping it classic, which is the classic section. And it says Season of Discovery wound down with a bang in the Scarlet Enclave as we got cooking on the long-term future of WoW Classic. Then it's like an ellipsis, 3 dots, and then just underneath that are a lot of plus looking icons. World of Warcraft Classic Plus is basically all but confirmed, I think. It's just not being announced yet. Everybody who's been paying attention to Classic and World of Warcraft kind of knows that to be true. It's an unkept secret basically at this point, I believe. Almost assuredly coming, but I guess one of the big questions would be when? Well, Blizzard President Joanna Ferries, I'm not actually sure how you say her name. Doesn't really matter how you say it, I won't be able to pronounce it anyway with my stupid northern accent. But she said, the teams across Blizzard entirely as an organization are gearing up for what we hope to be the biggest year yet for Blizzard. And we take that statement very seriously. And it's all part of this new, bold vision for the future. Obviously, BlizzCon is going to be coming in this year.
So that statement there is honestly an interesting one, because Microsoft has had this weird restructuring where effectively every studio inside Microsoft has to hit 30% profit margins. And Blizzard is one of the few companies where every team is hitting 30% profit margins. Diablo 4 is hitting that, Classic WoW is hitting that, Retail WoW is hitting that, Diablo Immortal's hitting that, Overwatch 2 is hitting that. The profit margins are very easy to hit for a lot of these games, and the Classic dev team went from 5 employees to over 50. From the beginning of SOD, at the beginning of the acquisition, to the end of SOD, they had almost 50 full employees. I'm not sure what that number is now, maybe even higher, 60 or 70. But the Classic dev team truly exploded in size, became absolutely ginormous, and they're working on the future, the long-term future. If they were just doing TBC Wrath Classic re-release, they wouldn't have ever hired that many employees to go do that, because what's the point of hiring 50 employees to re-release the game over and over again? They're clearly hiring this for the future. And then, of course, that statement saying the biggest year in Classics in Blizzard's history for every franchise, every game, that just proves that every game is looking at big. Diablo 4's got a new expansion next year. We know Midnight WoW is dropping next year. Will Classic Plus drop next year? Is debatable. They'll probably announce it, and maybe a May 2027 release. But we'll see exactly what that ends up being for Classic WoW. Now, to be fair, we could get Warlords of Draenor dropping, WoD Classic and TBC Anniversary are drop. Well, TBC Anniversary is dropping 100%, but WoD Classic could drop. That could be interesting. I know Overwatch 2 is probably getting new heroes, new champions, new maps, new PvP modes or PvE modes. I'm sure they're working on things over there as well. So for all of Blizzard, this is ginormous. They could even re-release SOD Lightning, SOD Anniversary, whatever the hell they want to do. There's many uploads, many things they could do, and I'm genuinely, truly excited to see what this ends up being. But yeah, that statement is also true.
In September, and it's actually an in-person BlizzCon. And the common kind of thought is whatever Classic Plus is will pretty much get announced there, which makes sense. They do say that they're going to be investing in their IPs, and obviously one of their classic IPs is the Warcraft IP. I think, it's very obvious what is happening. Right now, we're probably not going to hear too much about Classic Plus because we've got Midnight coming in March. That will be the focus of any World of Warcraft. They're not going to want to hurt themselves in the process. And then, to be honest, it'll be relatively quiet in summer with probably some leaks and rumors and that kind of jazz. And then the big whatever will be September. There's rumors right now that people think it's going to launch in November. Obviously, in November is GTA 6, as long as GTA 6 actually launches and doesn't delay. But there's rumors of basically a snap release and a snap announcement and a snap release, which of course they've kind of done before, I think, season of.
So in that context of GTA 6, I think if GTA 6 gets delayed, Classic Plus will drop November 2026. If it doesn't, I think May 2027. I think despite GTA not being a PC game, it's a big enough game that GTA is expected to drown out every single other piece of media, and announcing Classic Plus and having GTA completely destroy the entire hype cycle would be kind of devastating for Classic in general. Or maybe there's no competition, they're still going to just stealth drop it right afterwards, but we'll see what happens. I think GTA 6 is getting delayed again. I think GTA 6 is going to be May 2027, and I think Classic Plus is going to be November 2026. But it's just a debate on the time frames, the release windows, because Q4 2027 is Witcher 4. They've effectively confirmed that Witcher 4 is dropping Q4 2027. Witcher 4 is expected to sell 60 million plus copies. GTA is expected to sell 100 million plus copies. Nobody wants to compete with GTA 6 and Witcher 4. Neither of those games will have any competition around them. So everyone else is going to avoid those release windows. And in that context, I truly do think Classic Plus is it depends on outside market sources and what that ends up looking like. So we'll have to wait and see.
Discovery was affected with the same kind of thing. I'm not sure about that. I know people are coping on the idea of it being this year. I think it could very easily be, maybe spring next year. I guess it depends on what the whole ecosystem of Blizzard launch lineup is, and I wouldn't necessarily want to comment too much. Either way, I think at this point you can be relatively assured that Classic Plus is coming.
And chat, I know that Classic WoW players aren't GTA players, but keep in mind who's making the decisions. It's the marketing execs and the marketing bros at Blizzard. Those people are terrified of GTA 6. What you guys misunderstand. No shit, the average Classic player doesn't give a shit about GTA 6, probably doesn't even have a console. But they're going for the widest audience range possible. They're going for all the people that have quit WoW in the previous decades. So in this context, World of Warcraft has out of 150 million accounts. If even 1/3 of them are alts or bots or whatever, that's 100 million people. Let's say half of it. That's 75 million people out there in the open world. 75 million people out there in the open world, and who could potentially come back to World of Warcraft. And that's who they're going for.
all of the hints about the Forever Home, all of the hints about investing into their current IPs, and then in the yearbook where it says the future of Classic, and then it's literally like plus signs. I mean, it's obviously happening, right? You'd have to be a proper doomer, I think, to think it's not happening. Now, there's all different kinds of questions when it comes to Classic Plus. Like, what is it? Would be an interesting one. Is it going to be a Season of Discovery-esque thing, but maybe dialed up to 11? Is it a completely new thing? Are we going to go through the normal raids and then it changes? Like, you know, there's a lot of questions. And on this channel, that's what I'm going to talk about. Now, let me tell you a little bit about me. I am a vanilla Andy, but I was a relatively casual / semi-hardcore vanilla Andy. Effectively, when World of Warcraft was out the first time around, many years ago, I think I was in university. Well, I know I was. And I was semi-hardcore, but not like a degen. I actually, you know, still attended some lectures. But I played vanilla, and then I kind of stopped. I never really played TBC, so personally I'm going to actually try and play TBC Anniversary in my casual spare time, just because I never played TBC that much. I did play a bit of Wrath, but when I say I played these things, I sort of raided the first couple of tiers and then tended to stop. You know, I had a lot of stuff going on in my life, I guess, at these times, so nothing crazy there. I did play Classic in 2018, I think, maybe, and I leveled as a mage, and I was absolutely awful at PvP. And in the PvE, I remember I was watching TV doing Molten Core, and I was literally, I think, just spamming Frostbolt. I did not particularly have a great time in Classic. I think partly because the sense of adventure had been lost, but I've not really had that much interest in Classic. I should have played Season of Discovery, to be honest with you, but I was just too busy and didn't really have the time, and I kind of just didn't do that. That's a regret that I have, is not playing Season of Discovery. I think I should have done that. I would have enjoyed that.
Jay's like the average Classic Andy, the average Classic like casual player, because he's speaking from the bottom of his heart. The average Classic player already lost that nostalgia or that dream. They came back, they leveled to 60, did a Molten Core or something, and then they quit. Keep in mind that as each iteration of Classic has happened, we have less and less and less players. Not because the game is bad, not because the game is terrible, but how many times can you relive Molten Core through Nax? I like a good raid like anybody else, but I'm not doing Molten Core through Nax all over again. Like, absolutely insane. Also, Jay, hi buddy, how you doing? Let me shout you out. We're just reacting to your video, buddy. Good video, by the way, so far. I like it. 6 minutes, straight to the point. We're almost done, though. But Jay is the most casual kind of player when it comes to Classic WoW. And it just simply is what it is. And yeah, I know I'm dead in WoW. I got ganked by a hunter, and I just let it happen. I'm reacting right now. And so, at the end of the day, Classic Plus needs to be made for the majority. It needs to have hardcore game modes, achievements, things to hunt. But Jay is the majority of the player base. Jay is of that 150 million people that have quit WoW in its lifetime. There is over 150 million accounts. There's only 7-8 million subs right now. If 1/3 of the subs are bots, and then the 1/5 of the subs are alts, that's about 5 million people playing retail and Classic, give or take. That means there's over, again, assuming half the created accounts are bots, 75 to 90 million people out there who are potentially returning for Classic Plus. That's the audience. That is the audience. And that's who Classic Plus is going to get made for. And that's why I think Jay is on the nose of what Classic Plus is going to be about. People like Jay. Casual, accessible, with hard modes. Again, I'm theory crafting here, but we'll see. But they've done the market research. They know who the shit's for. It's going to be made for Classic Plus, like people who want Classic, but more. And at the same time, it's going to be casual enough that everyone can come and catch up and play the game and enjoy it. But that's a whole different video topic that I'll cover later on in a different video, a different reaction.
Possible, I really want to play Classic Plus. It's probably the MMO I've played the second most, and Classic is truly a fantastic game. So I want to be here to try it. And it sounds like it's coming, and I just want to be there if I can be there. Not really sure what value I'll add to you. It's probably just going to be wild speculation and news, but I'm looking forward to doing that. And if you're interested in that, make sure you subscribe. If you're not, fair enough, that's fine. I am, however, very excited for Classic Plus. Like, I think it could be very interesting. It could be a massive letdown, right? A lot of people talk about how modern day Blizzard is maybe not what it used to be.
Modern day Blizzard, if you ask my chat, is literally, I can't say his name because this is a react for YouTube. are one of the leaders of World War II, of a specific country in Central Western Europe. If you ask them, that's modern day Blizzard. If you ask a lot of Classic players, that's modern day Blizzard. So a lot of people are very hateful towards Blizzard and are very they're already prepared for Classic Plus to be a terrible, bad, shit, dog shit game. I think Classic Plus is going to be good. I think it's going to be phenomenal. I think it's going to be really, really interesting and really, really enjoyable. But I understand the hesitation of a lot of people. I don't think Classic Plus is going to be bad. I think it's going to be amazing. But I understand why a lot of people are very, very hesitant.
And that's fair enough, perhaps. But depending what they do with it, I think Classic Plus could be really interesting. And as long as I don't have any real world shenanigans going on at the time, I'm going to be ready to pump it. In the meantime, I'll be casually playing the TBC pre-patch when that comes out. And, maybe hopefully trying the raids, because I never really did that in TBC. So, yeah, give that a bash. Let me know your thoughts. Are you excited for Classic Plus? Do you think it'll be a letdown? Let me know. For now, have a most beautiful day. Like and subscribe. Goodbye.
So there'll be a link to Jay's new channel in the description down below. Great guy, makes amazing content. So, go subscribe to him. I'm going to link this channel in Twitch chat as well. So people from Twitch chat can go and like the video, leave a comment saying Ebon is here. Go sub to Jay's WoW channel, give him some love. But at the end of the day, I genuinely think Classic WoW, when it comes down to it, is an audience that has changed so much. Classic Plus was for a completely unique, interesting audience as of today, as of this point. And I don't know which person they're picking yet. I don't know which version of WoW they're trying to make Classic Plus for, which audience they're targeting. And we're going to see. I'm going to love it. I'm going to enjoy it regardless. But I know for a fact there's going to be a lot of people that are truly mad or truly upset or truly frustrated at the state of Classic or at the state of what the game will end up being. Because a lot of people hated SOD. I love SOD. I thought SOD was amazing. I had a blast in SOD. But a lot of people truly, absolutely hated SOD. And I get it to a degree. So for me, I'm incredibly hyped. I'm going to be very hyped. Jay's probably not playing Classic Plus because Chrono Odyssey is going to get delayed. And it's going to get pushed from where it is to right around SOD's Classic Plus's release. And Jay's going to pick Chrono Odyssey. And he's going to regret it. And he's going to come back to Classic Plus late. But he's going for Chrono Odyssey because he's the action combat gamer.